So there's a question whether you could do polynomial. That maybe is impossible.
Eric Demain, professor of computer science at MIT. He started college at the age of 12, became MIT's youngest professor ever at 20, and picked up a MacArthur Genius Grant along the way. His classes, a mix of rigorous math and creative collaboration.
You're using 4 directions.
Yeah.
Is there any chance you could get down to just 2 directions or 3 directions?
But evidently, even MIT has its slackers. We find one student distractedly making what appears to be a paper airplane. Then another. Actually, the whole room is folding little pieces of paper. Huh.
I'm most famous for work in computational origami, which is trying to solve folding problems like, can I fold a bunny? What kind of cool structures can I make?
Turns out there is a motherlode of challenging math involved in folding and unfolding.
One straight cut, unfold, and get angelfish. Tough audience.
The field was pretty much wide open when Demain started 25 years ago as a grad student.
At that time in a field, you don't know whether the problems are going to be interesting and challenging to solve mathematically, but it turns out a lot of them were actually quite difficult and led to all sorts of interesting mathematics in addition to fun problems.
Demain's elegant math has found a material manifestation in artworks made in collaboration with his father, Martin, a glassblower and artist in residence at MIT.
This artwork started as just an exploration of what can we do with curved creases. In the beginning, we had no idea what was possible. It seemed interesting.
Over the years, Demain's pure theoretical project has found its way into practical applications in the fields of medicine, architecture, and space exploration, among others.
I think maybe in hindsight it should have been obvious, but we certainly didn't anticipate. I think origami provides a really powerful tool for making transformable shapes. If you want to make something that can change between 2 shapes, in the simplest example, you want a large thing that can collapse down to be small for storage or for transportation. Origami provides a way to do that. And by combinations of those, you can probably even simulate the perpendicular.
Demain's class, Geometric Folding Algorithms, attracts students from across campus to the Stata Center, a fitting home for those in the fold.
There's a lot of math and it's super difficult and it's very technical.
Diana Mihailichenko is an architecture student from Ukraine.
I like working in groups. It's rare when you have a class like this where you actually come together and then you problem solve and then you actually engage with other students.
Demain has also done considerable work on what are known as hardness proofs that required immersing himself in the bonkers world of the Super Mario Bros. Video game.
It explains why these games are challenging. Algorithms can't solve them. There's no easy solution. I think that's partly why humans find them fun, is we like a challenge.
Video games, paper folding, and let's not even get started on the balloons.
So this is an octahedron twisted from one balloon.
Is it possible Professor Demain is having a little too much fun?
Boom. Fun is definitely the big motivator in my life. I've always tried to pick problems that I personally find fun.
Very talented, and Eric and Martin Demain's artwork is no little hobby. They have pieces in the permanent collection of the Museum of Modern Art and the Smithsonian.
And together they've published more than 100 scientific papers. Not bad for a kid who dropped out of school in the 1st grade to follow his father around, his itinerant father, to various crafts fairs. Little bit of brain power in that family.
It worked out.